Yep.
Hey guys, what's up? We're actually here and going over some details for this book. I'm Brian, and this is Teresa Holmes. She's been my right hand through this whole thing, and I'm quite honored to have her uh, beside me through this whole thing.
Uh,
So,
Been a pleasure, mostly. Mostly.
mm,
So let's talk a little bit about the book. And I know that when you first encountered me and you gave me your vision for the book, you said cookbook. But what I didn't know is that your vision was different, that it was not going to be any normal cookbook by far. So, one of the things you said to me is, I don't want clip art. I don't want any type of photos in my book except for my images of the dishes that I actually make.
right.
And that intrigued me because you weren't concerned about perfection. You said, I want to do this book in excellence, but I'm not concerned about perfection. And I don't want my images photoshopped or enhanced in any way. So tell us about that.
Absolutely, and it probably was one of the main important things to me about this project because I think back on my career and my whole journey, and I am given the title a lot of times, and maybe not due, but then again, probably as chef, and I've been referred to that for many, many, many years. I did not have formal education beyond high school, but I did have exquisite training with powerful, powerful people, all walks of life. Front of the house, referring to a restaurant, and back of the house. But most importantly, I think what I've learned in my journey is I enjoy a good cook. And there are so many people that don't experience restaurant life, but experience personal life. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, um, that are such phenomenal cooks, and those are the people that's my people. That's who I am, and yes, part of what we do, even in home life, is take a meal and make it look really, really good, um, and presentable, especially if we're having a guest or maybe we just want to feel good about ourselves that evening. But there's also times where we just want a really good meal that is brings us back to our childhood or our roots. And we're not necessarily really concerned about, is it perfect? Does it look just perfect? We want to know, does it got that taste? Does it bring back the memory of my grandmother? Does it make me think of that special time when I was with my uncle and my aunt, that sort of thing. So that's what was important to me mainly, because what I hope to, with this book, many, many things, and there's something in it for everybody, but I mainly hope to be the foundation for a lot of people who don't cook or are just starting to cook or have cooked for years but maybe didn't enjoy it, because it really can be enjoyable. And I wanted them to see that everything doesn't have to be perfect. That's why every photo had to come from a dish that I had prepared at home for my mom, for me, and for our family, or for a friend or a relative or a guest.
I've been one of those friends. And I wasn't going to talk about this initially, but I don't think that we can leave it out because I was actually honored by Brian, and some of the community advocates were honored by Brian with a dinner, an amazing dinner, and I, the work that actually he put into that, and even through challenges, because he did have challenges, it was perfection, really. Even though he said he didn't strive for perfection, it was perfection. And there were just so many other special touches, not just the food, that there were so many other special touches. Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Oh, well, that was a very special occasion. And I've been blessed to have been involved in a lot of special private events over the years. Many in the restaurant business, and then many after the restaurant business. And some of those stories are in the book, and I can't wait for you to read them and to embrace them. But this event will go down, in history for me. It will stick with me forever because it wasn't. It was about honoring you for what you've done for me, but it was much bigger than that. It was really about honoring our guest for the work they do endlessly in the community and for children. And so that's what made that special. And uh, I did probably step it up, a couple notches. And I think I did that for me too. Selfishly, whenever we do these things, it helps us remind ourselves. I have a rare genetic illness that has tremendously affected my life. But in hosting that party, it reminded me that, hey, I am still extremely viable and I can still perform, even though I'm not able to perform the way I used to and I have to adapt, um, that I still have many, many gifts to give. And that's really why this book is all about. And trust me, it's going to it's going to expose a lot of my vulnerabilities, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
I think that's probably one of the things that there's so many things that I love about the book, but I think that that is one of the things that I love most about the book is it's different. I mean, it is absolutely different. It is all you, because a lot of people have recipes, but what they don't have is your journey, the challenges that you encountered, and how you got to where you are today.
Right.
So I think that makes this book extra, extra special. And of course, it makes my heart sing because I'm a master storyteller, and that's what I do. But it's so also honored to be able to work with you on this, because I do think this is a one of a kind book, and that uh, you won't find many out there like it, if any. And I love that so much. So we have toiled and spent many, many hours getting this book together, and we are finally almost to the finish line.
We are.
And you have some events planned.
I do.
So let's talk about that.
Okay, great. Um, you know, I was born in Hamilton, Virginia, and my father was an incredible man, hard worker, had a incredible plumbing business in Hamilton, Virginia, and a lot of this you'll learn in the book as well. My mom, just an incredible lady, my queen, um, and anyway, in April, well, we'll start in March. The book will be ready for pre-orders in March, and after that, the book will be available for purchase in April. And where I was going with the original thought was, at a very young age, I moved to Berryville, Virginia, and that's where really my big journey began at a really young age, about 8. So I felt it extremely necessary to bring this book back to my roots, and that's part of that big root starts in Berryville, Virginia. And the first book signing will be April 15th. And we are still working out. There's a couple different locations that we're very excited about. We have 3 locations that we're extremely excited about. However, there are pros and cons to all 3 of those. And we will have final pick on those in the next couple of days. But April 15th in Berryville will be the very first book signing event, and I'm extremely excited about that. Shortly after that, we'll have a signing and we'll announce this as well, but in Martinsburg, West Virginia, um, in Winchester, Virginia, which is where my restaurant was. Uh, Martinsburg, I had a real estate business there for many, many years. And then also, I have tremendous ties to Parkersburg, West Virginia, which is where I bought my dream home and lived for 11, 12 years. Have just some exquisite friends and people, acquaintances that I've need to see and embrace there as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I know that we will also definitely have a book signing probably somewhere in Arizona for a group of people that I hold very dear to my heart. Some nomadic friends, and that'll be coming. That'll be, we'll be announcing that soon. And who knows where else? Wherever we're supposed to be is where we'll be after that. But the kickoff will be in Berryville, Virginia on April 15th, and I'm really excited.
I am as well. Okay, without giving too much away about the book, because I think we've told them about the blueprint of the book, but without giving too much away, what message do you want your book to send to the reading audience?
Oh, okay. Um, as you can tell, we didn't discuss these before. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants.
Pretty much.
I think probably the most wonderful thing about this book will be, I hope, that the expectations that everyone has for it are one thing, and they're going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a lot more in there that may help a lot of people.
Like I said, it's like where you get vulnerable and you don't see that from chefs in a cookbook. you don't see that from chefs in a cookbook, but it's like you're not just showing your master skills, because you do have those, your master skills of cooking. And one of the greatest things about me being a part of this is I've been fed well, very well. I've been fed very, very well. But I've also learned so much, and you and I talk about this all the time. I'm the coach here, but I'm certainly not the only teacher here, because Brian has taught me so much. And our relationship is not just coach client anymore, as he so bravely put on Facebook not so long ago, but we are very, very good friends. And that
Absolutely.
Yeah, that came from that learning, teaching, giving, receiving part of it that we do together so well. So I think that's exactly what your reading audience is going to get as well. You didn't give just recipes, you gave so much more, including, like you told me, things that you've never shared before ever.
Absolutely.
So
I think it's really important to just realize that everyone is here because they're special.
Mm-hmm.
And just don't ever sell yourself short. Don't ever sell yourself short.
Yeah.
We all have gifts.
So that's the message. Don't sell yourself short. All right. So I guess I don't have any more questions. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think we're good. And I look forward to doing some more of these. And actually on Friday, we'll actually put out a wonderful young lady really powerful young lady in Charlestown, West Virginia, is doing some phenomenal things in this little town, and she invited me to be on a podcast. So that'll be uploaded to social media as well. And she did a great job, and she's doing wonderful, wonderful things in the community. I'm really, really glad about that. So that'll be up on Friday as well.
Great. Okay, so I don't have anything else either. We will be back, as he said, soon with updates as soon as we get more dates or whatever he decides he's going to do, because we just never know what he's going to be doing. It's been interesting to say the least, but whatever he decides he's going to do, then we will keep everyone updated. All right. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.